What up?
Family, we are back.
We are in the building.
In
2020.
Yes.
Hey, guess what, y'all? Tonight is another episode, webisode, and it's webisode number 30, believe it or not.
29.
Yeah, number 30. Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
30
we skipped one.
Thanksgiving?
Purposefully. No. We got a major show coming up at the beginning of the year that we skipped.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So it's technically 29, which means you would be right. But for the sake of the count, 30.
30.
Tonight, we're going to be talking about, do women really need men?
Good question.
Stay tuned. It's about to go down.
All right, yeah, there we go. Now I can see. Y'all ready to get lit? Live from Jacksonville, Florida. Vodcasting around the world.
You heard me right. That's vodcasting with a V.
We want to welcome you to the LiT TV show, where we love, learn, and leverage information together, because what we don't know can literally take us back to the Stone Ages. Are y'all ready to get litty? Welcome your host, E.
Mama, there goes that man.
C.
The boy's smart, but he crazy.
Weston.
We are here.
Welcome back this week, guys. Glad you're here with us.
Tonight, we're going to have a blast. Already, we got some family in the building. Quintez Nelson, what's going on, bro? All the way out in Fort Walton Beach.
Oh, I always want to say Fort Myers.
No, Fort Walton Beach.
Right.
Tuning in. My sister is in the building, Edith Hodges.
Hello, sis.
And Blind Guy and his wife, he actually made it in time, too. On for this webisode. Let's get
Glad
it. We are ready. You say you're ready for this one. Must be. Listen, bro, I want to hear some conversation on tonight.
Yes.
So, Charity.
Yep.
How you been?
Been good.
Yeah?
Feeling a little under the weather, but I'm here.
Yeah, a little change. It's been getting cold. I don't know where y'all are from, but in Jacksonville, the weather's been pretty crazy here lately. Tonight is not as bad.
That's the thing. It's been crazy. You get 30s, and then the 70s. I'm like, my body doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, the up and down stuff. Yeah, it's been pretty nippy. We actually had an opportunity to have the fireplace going a few nights because the temperature was so low. Tish, what's going on, Tish? In the building. 72 in San Antonio. God bless you.
In San Antonio.
God bless you.
At my daughter's. Oh, okay.
Nice. 72 is nice.
Safe travels for you. Yeah, very nice. I mean, today we were in the high 60s.
What is it? 72 today. In San Antonio with sun?
Yeah.
That's the question. Is the sun out too? Let me know. We got to pay some bills, y'all. And so what we're going to do tonight, just because, God has really been blessing with sponsors and family people who are joining the family. I'm going to just let all of the sponsors do their thing, and then we'll just kind of come back and reiterate an on-air read, the ones who pay for on-air reading. If you have a business and you would want to get exposure, this is a perfect platform, LiT TV show.
Platform.
Prices are bananas. Really good prices.
Yeah, like you have things.
Pennies on the dollar.
Books that you want to promote, products, online
shows
products that you ship,
coming up.
your podcast that you guys have. Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
It's a really good platform that you can promote your stuff. All right, let's pay some bills. Why don't we? Here we go.
30 years in this industry, taking care of all of Florida, guaranteeing 100% customer satisfaction.
Business owners, is your business signed up to iShopBlack.com? This is the hottest spot for Black-owned businesses and professionals. Get discovered by consumers and make more money. It's just that simple. Visit iShopBlack.com and get signed up today.
iShopBlack.com.
Yep. You heard it here.
You heard it on the LiT TV show.
You heard it on the LiT TV show. Listen, D&T Heating and Air. Listen,
I was like, where are they out of? He was like, that's who did ours.
They replaced literally our entire everything. Indoor handler, outdoor unit, what have you.
I didn't know that was them.
That's them. And listen, and the pricing. One thing we've been favored greatly when it comes to not having to pay full price for stuff. If I told y'all what we paid for an entire unit place input, put in and the whole 9 yards, you would not believe it. And so they did our entire upstairs, downstairs, everything. So listen to me. If you're in the Jacksonville area, North Florida area, you want to reach out to them. D&T Heating and Air, D&T Air Conditioning and Heating, out of Jacksonville, Florida. Amazing. I know the owners. They're good friends of mine.
Good people.
Great people. They did the stuff for the church. No problem
with our unit.
They actually did stuff for our church. We pastor a church, and they actually did stuff for the church as well. Contact them if you need them because they are on point.
Really good people.
Now let's talk about this Destiny Seafood.
Yeah, I wish they were in Jacksonville.
Not in Jacksonville. They are out of Greensboro, North Carolina, and they are opening. 2
locations there?
Well, 1 location, and they're renovating their second. They're actually in the process of opening up a second location. And then they are opening up a 3rd location in 2021 in Tallahassee, Florida.
Which is closer. It's closer.
So all my Tallahassee people who are tuned in and rocking with us, I got some family because of this girl from that area too. So all the family that's in Tallahassee, they're going to be there. Georgia, Thomasville, yeah.
Right close by.
What's that other one? Little Quincy.
Quitman.
Valdosta. You know all them places.
Monticello.
All country, y'all. Every little bit of what she just named, straight country. So listen, they will be doing a pop-up. I don't know if you can get your orders in because it's just a pop-up weekend that's coming up next weekend.
I might just go.
Yeah, matter of fact, you may be there because of the game.
Game is there on Wednesday the 16th.
So we just need to find out. I think the pop-up thing is like, maybe it's a weekend. I don't know. But either way, we'll find out. They're coming to Tallahassee. You guys go support. And then what can we say about iShop Black? We can't say enough. If you are a Black-owned business or you like supporting Black-owned businesses, you got to go to www.ishopblack.com.
iShopBlack.com.
Y'all heard it? She did the voiceover. Not for real. Sound like you did the voiceover.
Heard it here.
You got to go support, go subscribe. If you're a business owner and you're not a member of iShopBlack.com, shame on you. It's free and it is a directory that people use. If you are a person who likes to support Black-owned businesses, you can't get no better place than doing it through them because guess what? The Black businesses are there. So those are our sponsors. Thank you, iShopBlack.com. Thank you, Destiny Seafood. And then thank you, HD&T.
We appreciate you.
Air Conditioning and Heating. Now, tonight, before we get into the topic, you got some news you probably want to share, I'm sure.
I do.
You want to share it?
I mean, if you want to jump right in, we can.
Jump right into the news or jump right into the topic?
Jump right into the topic, we can.
I think there's a few people that really, enjoy your news segment. So I think we better go with the news.
You're watching the LiT TV show. But now it's time for the news with Charity. Go!
So, in our news today, which many of you probably have already heard, a U.S. government advisory panel endorsed widespread use of Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine Thursday, putting the country just one step away from launching an epic vaccination campaign against the outbreak that has killed close to 300,000 Americans. Shots could begin within days, depending on how quickly the Food and Drug Administration signs off, as expected, on the expert committee's recommendation. This is a light at the end of a long tunnel of this pandemic, says Dr. Sally Goza, president of the American Academy of Pediatrics. In a 17-4 vote with one absentee, the government advisors concluded that the vaccine from Pfizer and its German partner BioNTech appears safe and effective for emergency use in adults and teenagers 16 and over. And then we also got message from Governor Ron DeSantis here in Florida today, outlining his plan for distributing the newly FDA-endorsed Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine in a video statement to Floridians on today. According to DeSantis, the state has been allocated 179,400 doses in the first shipment by the federal government and will be expecting the shipment of doses this week. The vaccine is coming. Well, the vaccine is here, pretty much. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Did you have anything you wanted to say about it?
So you did say that the first group of people took it today?
No, they did not.
No, they did. I heard it on the news. Like in the UK.
Yeah, in the UK, yes.
I'm saying
about here.
Oh, no, I'm saying in
Not
the UK.
here.
Yeah.
UK, yeah, they've already have been giving out shots, and there have been some adverse allergic reactions from what I've heard. But that was pretty much it. So yeah, it's on the way to Florida. Now, Peloton. No, you guys have heard of Peloton. They are getting sued. So they're excluding deaf people from being able to enjoy their app. At least that's what is being alleged in the new class action lawsuit. So a man in New York is suing the stationary exercise bike company on behalf of his fellow deaf and hearing impaired people, claiming the app is violating their civil rights. That's because, according to legal documents obtained by TMZ, the Peloton app does not include closed captioning for its workout videos. Now, the plaintiff claims this makes it impossible to comprehend the audio portions of the workout tutorials for deaf Peloton members, so they're not able to enjoy the features of the app as much as people without hearing impairments. So specifically, the man says he was unable to understand videos on the app titled 10 minutes of stretching, 10 minutes arm toning, and 3-minute warm-up due to lack of closed captioning. So the lawsuit is seeking damages from Peloton and an order requiring the company to close caption its videos. Now, this is not the first big controversy for the exercise company, as it skyrocketed in popularity the past couple of years. About a year ago, it caught flack for a Christmas ad that many deemed sexist, though it stood behind it. Earlier in 2019, Peloton was sued over songs by several big-name artists it used for classes, and it had them yanked. Lastly, Google is sponsoring, if you notice, for their Google Doodle today. They are honoring and celebrating economic professor Sir W. Arthur Lewis, and it has a doodle 41 years from the day he was awarded the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economics. He was born in St. Lucia on January 23rd, 1915, and Lewis found himself excelling in school at a young age and completing the curriculum entirely by age 14. So in 1932, when he was finally old enough to sit to the examination, Lewis was awarded a government scholarship to study at the London School of Economics, which is where he would eventually recognize economics as his passion. But you guys, read up more. Just go to google.com today to get that full article about him. And that's the news that I have for you.
Thank you for the news there, little lady. Let's see what we got here. Easy Queen Charity. Good evening, Dead Fred.
Hello, Dead Fred.
Long time.
From the north.
Yeah, good evening. Dustin Wright, what it
We
do?
already answered the question.
They do.
We haven't even jumped in there yet.
Mom, Yvette Andrews, my mother is in the building. Love you. Good to see you, Mama. My aunt, Sisters United by Love. Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. I just put a post on there from Facebook. We got a few hundred people on Facebook tuned in, and I didn't see any comments. So I wanted to make sure that it is commenting. All right, so tonight we're discussing the hot topic, and I do mean hot topic. Do women really need men or truly need men? Now, let's set the groundwork for the conversation tonight, because you are going to be the ones who help us in this dialogue. And so let's set the groundworks tonight. Here's the groundworks. When we say, do women need men, we are not saying, do I need a man? Do a woman need a man? Does a woman, thank you for correcting me, babe. Does a woman need a man? Taryn G, what's up, family? Taryn G in the building tonight. We're not saying, does a woman need a man? In other words, I don't need no man. Not that. Do women need men? And so that's a broad statement. And so we're going to lay the groundwork. And here's the groundwork. If they do, what do they need men for? If they do not, why don't they? So that's going to be the groundwork. And we're just going to start off with ourselves in the conversation, and then we're going to push it to you. Quintez, are you still on? I ain't heard nothing from you. You normally be done said something by now, my brother. Where you at? So, Charity.
Yes.
Do women in this modern day society where there isn't many things that a woman can't do that a man does? Very few. Do women need men?
Oh, sorry, someone's flashing behind me. Dad Fred has put a long answer. Oh, Quintez is still here.
Okay. What's up, Quintez? Hey, Danny.
You want to read his question right there?
Hold on, let me say hello to all these people coming in. What's up? Is that Tatton? This ain't the network? Yeah, this ain't the network. That's what TATN is. This ain't the network. Free Chef Larry Hoover. What's going on in the building? Thank you for rocking out with us on tonight. Who else? Okay,
Danny
so go ahead.
came in.
Danny, I said what's up to Danny. All right,
Okay.
so go ahead. You want to read that phrase?
Okay, so Dad Fred says, need. Question. Do any of us need another? People live up in mountains as monks and nuns with no attachment to anyone. It all depends on their attachment requirements, and that's both men and women.
That was weak, Fred. Dad Fred, that was weak. You just politically correct. You have to you towed the line so beautifully. We're not here for that. I'm just joking. Good answer.
You want drama.
So you tell me, do women need men today?
Today, today it seems different because, like what you said, back in the day, the men were the hunter-gatherers. Now today you got the women hunter-gatherers, and if it's in that retrospect, you say they're doing the same thing that the men are doing,
I'm just asking personally, what do you think? Do you think so in other words?
I mean, in that there's more than one sense of need, I guess. Balance. There's more than one sense of needs.
Okay.
Well, emotional, physical, financial. There's a lot of ground basis to cover there.
So do they need them or not? I mean,
Maybe not in every aspect. Like financially, some women don't need men, but they may need that man physically for their pleasurable needs. But it depends. I can't just. I don't know.
let's bring it to you guys. Let's bring it to you guys.
What Taryn G?
Taryn G, women need men and men need women. Now, Taryn G, hold on, Taryn G. Don't go too far, because here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to deal with just the topic, do women need men, tonight. And I told my wife earlier, we're going to actually deal with do men need women next week. So it'll be part 2.
You think it'll get blurred though?
Nah, I don't think
Okay.
it'll get blurred.
All right, we'll just have to keep them.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing that now to make sure. All right, so Danny says, okay, TNT says TATN says balance, right? Mm-hmm. And then Danny says security. All right, so Danny, so are you saying women need men only to be secure? Or is that it's just one of the ways that a woman would need a man? Please tell me. Yes, women need men, Danny says.
Dan Fred says we need one another for procreation and mental attachment. Outside of that, comfort levels differ from person to person. But everybody ain't trying to procreate.
Yeah, what about the people who are not planning on having, a woman who does not want to have kids? Does she need a man? Not a man, but I keep because it's a broad statement. I want to keep it from woman and man to women and men, which means it's bigger, right? And we can talk in generalization and not necessarily rules or exceptions to the rules. So I'm trying to keep it broad.
Okay, Terrence says the problem is that women now try to be independent and strong and leave men out of that. Oh, and leave me out of that. I'd rather be independent. Now, the thing is, it's not that that women try to be independent. You says the problem is that women now try to be independent. No, we don't. Some of them have to be.
You think that?
Yeah. Right.
And keep in mind we're talking about generalization, not rules. So you think the rule is the general rule, not the exception to the rule. The general rule is that women are more having to be independent than ruling guys out. You think that's more the rule and not the exception to the rule?
I don't know. I can't say.
Yeah, I think that's a good statement that you made. But the question is, we're trying to keep it in women, so I'm trying to keep it more broad and not necessarily, I don't know. I don't know because I'm not a woman. My perspectives will be skewed. My perspectives will probably be more along the lines of Taryn G, what you said, where it's more women feeling that they got something to prove, right? So this movement of, masculinity, if you would, that's demasculinity, right? I think is such broader than, now rewind time. If you rewind time and we were to go back to look at, more of, I don't know, it's a balance, right? Because the man is not in the home, but these days women aren't trying to have homes.
Now, why you say that?
Because it's more women that would rather have a check from the government than try to build a home. Nah, that's
exception.
You think that's exception?
Yeah, I don't think that's the rule.
You don't think that's a rule?
Absolutely not.
Maybe culturally?
That's where it's skewed culturally, possibly. Yeah.
So you think that there's more women that have a man in the home but have to be independent on their own with a man there, that they have to do that? I don't think that's a rule. I think that's probably more the exception than the rule.
Let's get caught up on some of the comments as they're coming in.
Come on, y'all talking.
All right. Taryn G, I read that one. Men are the hunters and providers. Are they? Minds feed off one another. The sum of the male/female outweighs the parts. Okay.
That's good.
Dead Fred, the point is that you don't necessarily need anyone outside of attachment and procreation. In other words, if a woman wants kids, she really only needs the man for that. True. Dead Fred also says if she wants a family, then we're going deeper into the roles of attachment. Tis says we need men to balance off our emotions, I feel, because although I'm not an emotional woman, I need a man to help me balance my emotions. keep me from continuing to be so aggressive at times.
Now, before you go forward, Tish, that was powerful. Because when I look at the aspect of it, it's deeper than providing something. It's deeper than a paycheck. It's deeper than cutting a yard. It's deeper than, I think that there's a balance when it comes to that. So without going into next week, same thing on the men's side. A female balances that because he doesn't have those things that he needs to work out. If it wasn't for a woman, he wouldn't know what beauty was. He wouldn't know what love was. He wouldn't know what it means to feel nurtured. The woman brings that to the relationship or balance to him. And so I agree with what you just stated wholeheartedly, even if it's not for what do we need a man for specifically. That's deep.
Danny says women are more secure with them than without. Is that a true statement?
What y'all think?
Are women more
secure with
men than without men?
Even the independent woman, does she deep down inside really want and desire? Come on, talk to me tonight.
Again, I think with the, let me see. But when you get these younger generations, they call themselves boss chick, don't need a man, then get mad because the man that comes along doesn't provide.
Taryn, I'm with you on all of that. Now, this is why I'm saying, Taryn, you own it. Now, keep in mind that may not necessarily be the rule. It may be the exception, and it may be a cultural thing, right? Because we're talking women in general, men in general. But at the same time, media and culture plays a big part in thinking and shapes perspectives. What?
Tis says, I don't agree with Danny that a woman is more secure with a man. Taryn says, I can't keep typing. I have so much to say on this topic. I can talk faster than texting. You better use that speech to text.
Taryn, listen, I thought about doing a Zoom type situation where you guys could come in and actually, but I didn't want to do it, and then people afraid to come on and so on and so forth. So I didn't do it. We probably could have did the call-in number. That probably would have been good.
Yeah.
We did the call-in number. We didn't do it tonight, but we probably could have did the call-in number, let y'all call in, and then we can address it via the phone.
So baby boy Jody says she needs the man to raise the children.
Come on, baby boy Jody. I agree.
These are different aspects. Remember I said depends on
but that's still a need. It doesn't matter. Do women need men? It doesn't matter what for. Need is need. I need you for this, but I don't need you for that. Okay, but you still need. So the question is, do they or do they not?
Say his mother didn't.
My mom didn't. But that don't mean that the need wasn't there. Just because it was. Let me ask you this. If something works, does that mean it's working? Or that's the way that it should be or supposed to be?
That's a great question.
Yeah, just because it's working don't mean, my mom did an amazing job of raising us by herself, but if you asked her, would she have rather done that? Or not? I don't know. That's the kind of thing that we have to question. Man, y'all are going in.
Okay, wait, let's stay up. Okay, don't miss anything. He said his mother didn't. This ain't that network balance. Dad Fred says that I'm raised, grown with my family. Baby boy.
Hold on. I gotta make you laugh. TNT said, Tish, flesh. I talking about I don't need no man.
Right.
That was good. I don't agree with Danny. Heck, I can't keep typing. Got that right.
That one.
She need to raise a man. Very much deeper. That's right, Tish. Very much deeper. My mother didn't. Yeah. Dad Fred.
Fredos.
Okay.
Right here.
Where we at? I am my baby boy. Baby boy.
Is emotionally secure. Yes.
Yes. Depends on the woman and the man.
Security is what women want from a man.
Who's that?
Taryn says, I just need to be on the show. She can't keep texting. Stay
all
with us.
All right, Taryn, I'm going to mess around. We'll bring you on the show. We will bring you on for real. Quintez, yes, she is more secure with a man than without. She's our helpmeet, meaning she needs a man needs her.
She's
Well. That's hold on, Quintez. Is he her helpmeet or is she his?
She's his helpmeet.
That don't mean need though, necessarily. But
Well, according to the word, it's not good for the man to be alone. So, with that being said,
but let me ask you this:
he needed.
No,
Well,
I agree.
that's on y'all
That's
side.
on our side. That's on our side. But wouldn't that innately mean that if she's created for him, he feels a need for her?
That ain't what it said.
But was she not created for him?
He said y'all was kind of pitiful and needed
That
some
ain't
help.
what. That ain't. Y'all better go read y'all Bible. That ain't what it said. Nothing about no pitiful. I don't remember the word being pitiful in there.
I'm westernizing the text.
You sure westernizing the text a little too much. Better bring that back in. Look.
Okay. Where I'm at. Quintez, she is more secure with a man than without. Okay, we read that one. Taryn G says, I don't want a man to call me strong. That is not a compliment at all.
Come on, Taryn.
It's a narcissistic deflection. They pretend to not need a man to protect ego for not having one.
Now, listen, baby boy, Jody, brother, that is powerful because at the end of the day, that does come into play. And I think it comes into play on both sides. And we're definitely going to deal with it on our side next week. But that ego is, she'll be tough in front of everybody and cry in the bed. But that's ego that won't allow her to be broken and say what she really needs. Don't we all suffer from that to some extent? I think we do. But that's very powerful that you stated that. What we got next?
Sister United by Love says, I think we need men on different levels. So I believe because of our design. Then we have to look at the word need.
Oh, what you're saying? We look at the word need
Now,
meaning what? Sisters United by Love. You want to define the word need?
I just looked this up the other day.
That's good, though. That's a good statement. That's a very good statement. Need. How do we define need?
Need is to require something because it is essential.
That's good. To require something because it's essential.
Yes.
So is a man essential to woman? I think so. Auntie.
Okay, Dad Fred, my mom needed a man to create me, not to raise me. Does that clear up what I was saying earlier?
No. We wasn't questioning what you were saying earlier. No, definitely. We got what you said, Dad Fred, from the beginning. We're just trying to create dialogue. That's all. So when we're doing those things, sometimes it's like, playing the devil's advocate to provoke thought, right? The yin and yang, the antagonist, protagonist, that kind of stuff.
So Taryn G says, no, that's another problem. Just because our mother raised children by themselves doesn't mean it was good or okay.
That's exactly right,
Baby
Taryn.
boy Jody says, I needed a father. My mom taught me how to be productive. She didn't teach me how to deal with relationships with women, which caused me problems and cost me money.
Come on, man.
Dead Fred, she did need a man for a purpose, but not for attachment or commitment. TATN, the point of life is love and procreation. That doesn't diminish cats like me without a desire for kids. Outliers don't drive the curve.
That's good.
Okay.
No, that's good.
Exception versus
Rule.
rule.
That's
right.
exactly right. That's good. Hey, baby boy said, "Bring me on."
Yeah, we
may have to do
next
this
week.
and just bring everybody together and let everybody.
I think for next week.
Let me
we
ask
should.
y'all this. If we do it, and we can bring all y'all on, believe it or not. If we do it, will you be willing to come on and have dialogue and be on camera? I don't want to do it where we just have your voice. We want to be able to communicate with you and have conversation. What we'll do is we'll moderate it. We'll have a panel, we'll moderate it, and everybody will get an opportunity we can create real good dialogue. And it'll be on the show. It'll be on the show, but everybody will be actually on the screen. So if you will do it, let me know. All right, so Jody says yes. Okay, good deal.
Okay, great.
All right, so
Read back up. Danny says, I'm over emotional, so I need my husband to keep me from overthinking things. Dad Fred is responding. He says, baby boy Jody, that sounds more like she wasn't the one that needs the man. You were. If you read back up to baby boy Jody's comment, he said he needed a father. My mom taught me how to be productive. She didn't teach me how to deal with relationships. So Dead Fred says, sounds like she wasn't the one that needed the man. You were for role model and direction.
But that don't.
Mean
But
she needed one because you needed one.
But it doesn't mean that she didn't. And same thing with Dead Fred's mom, because we're speaking for them. I don't know what tears my mom cried. She never showed me that side. It looked like everything was good. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't know what type of desire she had along the way. So unless you know for a fact, that your mom was, you don't know. Women have a real good way of being strong in the times where they need to be strong. Like they're good at that. They get it done. They figure it out. They make it. But just because they did it don't mean that was their desire or they didn't have a need. So,
baby boy Jody says the women is for companionship, so he's not lonely. But the woman is not supposed to be the man's purpose. His purpose, he preaching now. His purpose is supposed to be that which was put on his heart by God.
That's right.
Codependent culture. Now that's a word right there.
Where's that at?
Dead Fred.
Okay.
Codependent. We do think we need others because we're taught we're incomplete and incompetent without others.
Now you're going down a road, brother. Dead Fred. Now you touching on stuff that pulls on me. Like I could literally teach a whole entire thing around what you just stated, because now that's powerful. That's on a whole nother level. I'm really trying to be surface tonight just for the sake of good conversation, to be honest. But you're hitting on something that really speaks to the problem with mankind, is that we all look outward for fulfillment. I could really go somewhere, but I'm gonna leave that alone because that's not this is not the platform for that tonight. But brother, you just don't know. I can unlock a whole lot with that. You're on it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Women give advice, men offer resolutions. Yes, we meet. Taryn says yes. Taryn. Yes.
Women give advice. Men offer resolutions. That's good. I think so, man. Listen, we're wired to think in solving. We're wired to think in end result, solution. And that's just how we're wired. We're looking for the answer. We see the problem and we're not making light of the problem, but we're down the road trying to figure out how we solve this thing. How do we fix it? We're fixers. We're thinkers in that capacity. Whereas, unfortunately, in those instances, our emotions are not intact. We don't think emotionally. We have no way of being attached with the here and now. We're too busy trying to solve. We're too busy trying to fix. We're trying to, you know what I'm saying? And that allows us to not be sensitive to take in the moment and enjoy what's going on right now and be sensitive to what is taking place right now. No, I mean, that was really good. Really, really good.
I hadn't heard from Blind Guy, his wife. Weren't they on earlier? I was hoping to hear from them too.
Yeah, Blind Guy, if you're still on, where you at? Let's see.
Quintez said, definitely Terrence Zoom call. We already talked about that. We're going to work on that.
We're going to do a Zoom call next week. No ifs, ands, or buts.
So ego causes some women to turn to other women for physical love. Ew.
Quintez, you own it, bro.
Ew.
Because of past hurts of men. Yeah.
Not that there's anything.
Which still says, Quintez, it still says that there's a need for a man. Now, let me tell you why I say that. When a woman does turn to another woman, 9 times out of 10, they turn to a woman that either looks like a man, either acts like a man, dress like a man, or they become the man in the relationship, which says psychologically that there is a need for woman and man regardless. Why can't it be 2 women in a relationship? I don't agree with it, but why, if they're going to be together, why can't it be 2 women? Why does one have to be the husband or play the role of the man? That shows the deficiency. That's good, Quintez.
All right, Quintez, ego. Oh, I just read that. Era Black says, hell yeah, they need men.
Come on, Era Black. Era Black, where you been at?
They're doing way too much complaining in life.
Come on here.
Make some time. It's in us, but it doesn't diminish my need.
Yeah.
Era Black TV says, come on people. That's personal. Parents don't discuss sexual relationships with their kids. They teach them right and let them find their own way.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. If we were poor, I didn't know it because mom was strong and make us feel like everything was fine. If she needed a man, I wouldn't have known it because she played the role of mom and dad in the household. But that don't mean the needs were not there.
Baby boy Jody says she needed one because the dysfunctional relationship she had is why Jody's exists, which is the point of his name.
Wow.
I'm explaining the cause of baby boy mentality. Dang.
Dude, you gotta come on the show.
Yeah. Right.
Bro, you gotta get on. We gotta get you on the show
week.
next week. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, you
Like-
are on the show.
So how?
That's good
okay.
stuff. I can bring all of them on.
But I'm saying,
We may
how
do
we gonna
part two.
connect? I'm saying, how are we gonna connect with them? We're telling them right now, but we need
Okay,
contact info.
okay. So what we'll do is before we end this show tonight, I will give you guys an email and you send me your email.
Just put it in there right now because some may have to fall off for
All right.
whatever
All
reason.
right. So I'm gonna put the email in there now. Okay. And you guys simply send me your contact information, your email,
If you want to join,
if you want to be on the show next week.
it's gonna be
live.
exciting.
So that's the email, clestaff@gmail.com. Send that there. Okay.
Ken Wop solve. Okay, hold on. Let me go back up. It's hard being strong. Tiffany Williams says it's hard being strong all the time, though a strong person breaks in.
In silence. Yeah.
Right. Oh, breaks in
In
silence.
silence. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Tiffany, you're exactly right. You're exactly right.
Steven says,
Come on, Ken Wop.
Can
Come
WAP
on.
solve the world's
No.
problems?
Steve. Hey, Steve. Let me.
It's the WAP.
Steve, no, it can't. It sure can't, god dog it.
Solve some.
Yes, and our partners give us that. That's exactly right, Air Black. Dear Fred, well then, now you see exactly where I'm headed with my response. Yeah. Taryn G, read that.
We as women do what we have to do to provide when a man is not there, but it does not make it right. That's why so many women have so many sickness, broken down, and wonder why they have women issues. Era Black TV says the answer is for folk to shut up and roll your sleeves up and get to work in each other's life and respect the person who's taking that time with you.
That's good, Air Black.
Tiss, every person has masculine and feminine traits, I feel.
Stop right there. Tiss. Every person has them, masculine and feminine traits. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But what cultivates those things is the opposite sex. Does that make sense? It's the opposite sex that's supposed to cultivate those things. A woman shouldn't have to be masculine because a man is supposed to provide that. A man should not have to be feminine because the woman is supposed to provide that. That's how two become one to make up the whole, is because each person brings what the other person lacks. That's what it should be. That's what the roles were created for. Not saying that women can't be masculine, but they shouldn't have to be. They were not created to be.
Don't want to be.
Yeah, and vice versa. Men shouldn't be feminine or have to be feminine, and shouldn't need to be feminine because that's what the woman does. Go ahead.
Okay. Dead Fred, and why my responses have blurred lines between men and women. Era Black says our answer in life is each other. Sister Edith Hodges says perception is we don't need a man. Reality is we desire a man to help meet the needs, desires, whatever that may look like.
Good deal.
Taryn says that's correct to what you said to that guy's statement about women and another, looking like a man is true.
Come on.
But I've seen films together, neither looked like a man nor had those mannerisms.
But somebody's playing the role. Even if they ain't got it in public, trust me, somebody's playing the role.
Baby boy Jody says that gives boys false perceptions of women and relationships. Baby boy Jody, I need to look for your channel.
Taryn G, even in gay, lesbian, there's one. That's right. One more masculine. That even if they don't show it in the public, somebody's playing the role of the man and somebody's playing the role of the woman. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
All right. Yep, Taryn, definitely going to do the Zoom call.
Okay.
Make sure.
Y'all have 40 minutes left to talk.
Yeah, we're aware.
Yeah, we're getting ready.
DC Weston, love your vibe. Brother, love this show. This is my first time here. Shout out to you and your co-host.
For sure. This is the wife, man. This is the wife.
This ain't that network. I always get caught up on the acronym every time
Yeah,
I look
TAT.
at it.
Yeah.
Bring me on the show. My number is above. Y'all send your information to that email address.
Send it to the email. You don't put it in here. Send it to that email.
Oh, we got a lit.
We do have a lit TV.
Oh.
I just put CLE
That's
staff
fine.
just because it's
That's okay.
everybody. Yeah. Good stuff. Christopher Jackson. Good stuff, Doc. Chris, thanks for rocking out with us on tonight, man. Keep tuning in. Next week's going to be off the chain. We're going to do part 2. So I won't go into the men because I think, you want to go into the men? But
Not
I think
right
they
now.
want to, no, I'm saying next week.
Yeah,
or do part 2 of this?
I think we can go into the men.
So we're gonna go into the men, and what we'll do, because I think there's a lot more that people wanted to
So
say.
this is what we'll do, though. You can go into the men, but just bring it all together.
We'll bring it all together. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So next week we'll deal with, does a man need a woman, and we'll bring in this week's so that y'all can say more of what you want to say, because it's typing is just a whole lot.
It is.
And so
Sorry.
be on. We can do both. Good
That's
stuff.
that's
Can
what
we do
said.
both? Yes, we can do both, Auntie. We can do both. Sister Edith, this is so good. Thank you for rocking with us on tonight. Listen, we got about 15 minutes left. And I just want to say this, y'all. You would think that we sit down in production meetings and put stuff together. What I've discovered that God wants to do with Lit TV is more organic than what we originally decided to start doing. And it's just, these have been the best shows. Believe it or not, just organic shows, just conversation have been the best ones. Dead Fred, my response are going to be
Pretty much the same for men or women.
no. I agree with that. But I'm gonna tell you now. Next week, Dead Fred, I'm gonna because y'all gonna be on live and we can talk, see your face and all of that. I'm gonna pull some stuff out of y'all. You say it's gonna be the same, but I'm gonna go a little deeper next week, and we're gonna have some real hard dialogue, good dialogue. And I think people will be blessed by it. I know I have tonight. This has been good. What Air TV say?
Air Black says women are showing they don't know what to do with the alpha, beta, masculine, or effeminate man. LOL. On average, they can't get a positive outcome out of any of them.
Next week, we're gonna talk about, can a man deal with the alpha woman? That's gonna be a good conversation as well. No problem, Jody. Thanks for tuning in. Next week it is.
James Brown say this is a man's world,
Come on here.
but it wouldn't be nothing
Without
a
a-
woman or a girl.
Now,
Come
so,
on now.
Auntie,
Now you're preaching.
You hit that.
Or you're singing.
You hit that on the nail. This is a man's world, but it won't be nothing. Come on here. Without a woman or a girl. God know what he was doing.
It sound like y'all still need us.
Well, we ain't got to that. That's next week. Rather, we
know.
need y'all. This week is about, do y'all need us? Edith Hodges says, fire.
Yes.
I'm gonna give a few nuggets, and why don't we do a post roll just because of time? I'm gonna do a post roll of our sponsors one more time,
And we'll come back.
and then we'll come back. Yeah, and then we'll come back and we'll shut it down. All right, let's do
Stay
a
with
post roll.
us.
Stay right there, y'all.
Years in this industry, taking care of all of Florida, guaranteeing 100% customer satisfaction.
Business owners, is your business signed up to iShopBlack.com? This is the hottest spot for Black-owned businesses and professionals. Get discovered by consumers and make more money. It's just that simple. Visit iShopBlack.com and get signed up today.
All right.
This has been a good one, guys. This has been really good. I appreciate the dialogue, appreciate your honesty, your opinions, your thought process, the way you're made up. If you guys have liked this episode, just hit the thumbs up button down there for us.
Hit the like button, please.
Yes.
If you have not subscribed, if you're on Facebook, you got to go to YouTube and subscribe. That's where everybody's at. Everybody's on YouTube. And the numbers count for us more on YouTube than they do on Facebook. I just do Facebook along with YouTube because I have such an audience on Facebook and I don't want to leave them. But everybody that's on Facebook, please go to LiT TV show, LiT TV, the LiT TV show on YouTube, and then subscribe. And that way when the show comes on, you'll get notification, hit the like button, hit the bell, and you'll be able to tune in.
Sanitizer, what T?
Yeah, hit that like button, like sanitizer. Hit it.
Every woman doesn't need to be married, but they do need a male influencer, father, uncle, brother.
Quintez, we need men.
Huh?
We need men, women. And so I'm talking, yeah, we need men, right? In some capacity, right? That's how God created it. So I'm not going to give any nuggets. You want to give the nuggets? I'm not going to give any nuggets. Since it's the women's side, you want to give the nuggets?
Sure.
All right. She's going to give the nuggets. Y'all give me a second to you want to do it over here? Because it's going to be on this camera. Or you want me to do it over there?
It doesn't
Put it
matter.
on your camera. All right. Give me a second to transition the camera over to her camera. But she's going to give the nuggets tonight, y'all, and then we'll wrap it up. So right now it's on my camera. I'm going to switch it over to your camera.
It's me. I really appreciate you guys rocking with us tonight. It's always good to dialogue and have these conversations. You know, everyone is subject to their own opinion. I was speaking with my grandfather a couple of weeks ago, you know, and just wondering why certain family members were doing certain things or acting a certain way or being distant and he said one thing to me and it stuck with me. He says, you never know what has happened to a person that makes them act a certain way in their own mind. So with that being said, you guys have varying degrees, varying reasons, and ways for thinking the way you do. We didn't get not one right or wrong answer this week. And I just appreciate the open dialogue. And I cannot wait to see you guys back next week. Keep that same energy. And I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, stay well. And again, thank you for rocking with us. We appreciate you.
Thanks for tuning in to the LiT TV show with E.C. Weston. Don't miss next week's webisode. Same time, same bad channel. Hey, we're viewer supported, so don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Edward Weston, our Instagram, E-C Weston, and our Facebook, E-C Weston. Also, let us know what you'd like us to talk about on upcoming shows. Wait. Stop the music. I almost forgot the most important thing. We need LiT team members. If you'd like to help keep this show going, join the LiT team by donating $20 or more via Cash App at $LiT TV show. And we'll recognize you live on next week's show. Okay, bring the music back. Next Thursday, 7 p.m. Be sure to tune in because you won't want to miss it. And until then, stay lit, my friends.
I